since it's Hawaii Part 2 Day, and I'm talking about Hawaii Part 2, I might as well change my outfit. That's much better. I have my Hawaii Part 2 necklace, my Hawaii Part 2 pin. Let's talk about this. Now, this was extremely hard to make. Like, harder than I thought it would ever be. Because, again, I'm formatting this like Tally Hall would usually format their vinyl records. 7 songs on each side. The only problem is that side B is 5 songs, including the Mind Electric. So let's just get into this, shall we? So number 1 is Introduction to the Snow. I would have used Variations on the Cloud, but it was too many songs on side A, and it wouldn't fit with the vibe of side B, so I just kind of left it off the album. I'm sorry, but that's what we have to do. Island to Thyself is next. Again, great song. I use the demo version because it's better and it's more Tally Hall-esque. Next, we have Connected Rainbows, which is also known as Black Rainbows because that's a better name for Black Rainbows. I mean, it says it in the song, you know? Connected Rainbows, still rectangular. Number 4 is White Ball, because White Ball, we need some Zubin in there. And it's written by Zubin. There is a songwriting credit to all 6 members, actually, on this album. There's a writing credit for Joe, Zubin, Rob, Ross, Andrew, and Bora, which is very cool. This next one is going to be a bit of a stretch, but just hear me out, all right? So this next song is perfect. I know, it's a bit of a stretch, but hear me out. The whole thing about this song is that Rob loves this girl. Even if she stole all the colors that persist in the air, and if she took all his money and went out to sea to find treasure, but came up empty-handed every single week, Rob would still love her. And that's basically what Simon feels about Stella, especially after White Ball. You know, the impossible bliss, then it fades into how much he loves Stella, which is really cool. And then it makes it even more sad once we get into our next song, Murders. Now, this version, I added drums. No, I'm playing the drums. And honestly, I think I made it better. That song needed drums. Now, to close out side A and open up side B, we have the Mind Electric. Both plus and negative version and the negative plus version. I don't remember which one is which. You tell me in the comments below, or I'll put it up on screen and such. Again, I'm also naming this Inside the Mind of Simon instead of just the Mind Electric, because Inside the Mind of Simon, better name. I like it. If you don't, well, screw you. Now starting off side B with song 2. I'll stop. I'll leave. No, I have to make this video. 2 will start with Hummingbird. Again, this is a very good replacement for Labyrinth, because Labyrinth sucks. I'm not going to take any of that back, and I'm not even going to add the little young Frankenstein monster scene, with the kill the monster. I'm not going to add that, because, people agree that Labyrinth sucks. I don't care what you say, Labyrinth sucks. It sucks. It sucks. So yeah, even, the line, almost as if I'm mad, just, how does Andrew come up with this? I want to marry him. What? Time Machine next is next. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, Time Machine is next. This is a really good song. But this is the demo version because that has more Rob lyrics, and also, I don't want every song off Hawaii Part 2 to be just, with Joe in the writing credits, because I love Joe. Well, I like him to a degree, but we're not going to add all of his music. We're not going to have him be on every single song. I know I was lacking with Joe on the last one, but this is too much Joe, even for my taste, which, honestly, isn't that much into Joe. Editing Marcola here, I just want to say, that's a lie. All of my favorite Tally Hall songs are Joe. What I meant is that I don't like Joe as a person, and basically, I get I was lacking with him on the Color Be Gone thing, but I don't want him to be on every. I want him to be credited on every single song. But yeah, I'm glad I could clear that up. Joe made really good music. He's just a terrible person, really bad person. Anyway, peace. Next is Stranded Lullabye, because obviously Stranded Lullabye, beautiful song, like beautiful song. Then we have At the End. This is one that I added at the end of my process because I didn't know what to put there because I didn't have a lot of songs on there, and I thought At the End was a pretty good one. It was basically just not Stella, but Simon feeling bad that he lost Stella, but he's gonna keep powering through because he knows that at the end of the day, he'll be able to see her again. And that leads us perfectly into Dream Suite in C major, which is when he dies. And then Candle on the Water. I wanted to say this is more like a Introduction to Snow is the epilogue, and then that's the prologue. And, it's just like how, Candle on the Water, Candle's usually for funerals and died lost at sea, I'm tired and I'm gonna go eat my dinner. So, bye. And stay tuned for our last part of this series, where I talk about the album from 2016, potentially even 18. You'll see. You'll see. I'll figure out one of them. All right. Bye bye.